and today he went down to the depths. Taro was on a roll. He must have activated some ancient device. The mine must be glowing right now, about to explode. Liu arrived just in time to hear the last part. What's going to explode? The mine! Taro grabbed Liu by the shoulders. Ren accidentally filled it with strange fungi. Soon we'll have giant mutant worms emerging everywhere. The worms are already quite big on their own, Ren murmured. Bigger, Taro insisted, with tentacles and light rays. Min tried to contain his laughter. Light rays? It's the only explanation. Taro began walking in circles. Why else would they evacuate the entire academy? Ren searched for Luna with his gaze, but she and her companions had disappeared into the crowd. And that's not all, Taro continued his theory. The fungi will ally with the worms. They'll create an underground empire. Taro, Min tried to interrupt. The mushrooms in Ren's hair pulsed, as if finding the idea entertaining. See? Taro pointed at the mushrooms. They're communicating, planning their revolution. If beasts were going to start a revolution, Min said thoughtfully, don't you think mushrooms and worms, such weak beasts, would be the last ones to do it? Liu pinched the bridge of his nose. How did we get to this? Taro, you don't need to invent ridiculous things to avoid telling them about the hydra because Lin already knows. And I didn't do anything to make them shelter us. Also, that's not what I meant by lying. But if it makes you feel better, Ren smiled, when the fungi take control, I'll name you Minister of Conspiracy Theories. Taro laughed, raising his fist triumphantly. Luna observed the crowd from an elevated corner of the shelter. A gold-rank Yino agent, here in Yano territory. The news transmitted through her handmaidens had left the group of cousins unsettled. Her eyes moved among the students, evaluating as she wondered if they had been discovered. Her position at the academy was delicate. Direct niece of the king, but pretending to be just another noble. Several meters away, Princess Larissa pretended to be absorbed in a book. Her handmaidens and other cousins surrounded her, maintaining the image of a young noble studying even during a crisis. But her mind worked furiously. Larissa thought of the underground labyrinth while turning a page she wasn't reading. The tunnels between Yino and Yano were an intricate system of passages and beasts. To enter from the other kingdom unseen, they would have to start very deep, gold or platinum rank depth. It was supposed to be impossible to navigate there without a precise map. And the maps were jealously guarded. Leora stayed close to Larissa while talking with a group of students. Her thoughts, however, were far from her current task. It was a gold rank resource, she calculated while smiling at the students. Yino wouldn't waste such a valuable asset on a simple mission. Agents of that level were scarce, precious. Sending one so deep into enemy territory. Luna noticed a subtle signal from one of her handmaidens. Her eyes moved briefly toward Larissa, who had received a similar signal from her own group. Leora, without turning, moved a finger in a practiced pattern. Luna returned to her thoughts, wondering what they were searching for. The agent had been in the depths, fighting a hydra. Why risk so much for a beast that, though rare, wasn't particularly powerful? Larissa softly closed her book. The question ate at her. How did they find a path? Did a traitor give them an accurate map? The tunnels changed constantly. Beasts altered routes, new passages formed while others collapsed. Even with a map, it was an extremely difficult task. Leora finished talking with the students. She wondered why it was happening now while pretending to check a list. The tension between Yino and Yano had always been present, but this was a significant escalation. The three cousins maintained their positions, separated but connected by their similar thoughts. Their handmaidens moved between them, exchanging signals so subtle they seemed casual. A book changed hands, a handkerchief folded in a certain way, a brooch adjusted in a specific pattern. None looked directly at the others. Their beasts remained semi-manifested, each synchronized with its tamer, but also alert to the other's signals. Luna's shadow wolf, Larissa's will-o'-the-wisp spirit, and Leora's mineral light fairy, all part of the silent communication network they had perfected. The final question resonated in all three minds, though none expressed it. What if the real target wasn't the hydra at all? Director Ignatius waited hidden in the trees facing the mine entrance, his royal phoenix manifesting a golden aura that made each strand of his white hair shimmer with power. The bronze-rank guards maintained their encirclement at a greater distance. Their earth beasts would be useful for blocking retreat or providing support, but in direct combat against a gold-rank Tamer, they would be little more than a hindrance. The supervisor, his ice penguin partially manifested, positioned himself hidden on the other side of the entrance. Silver rank 2, not enough to fight directly against a gold opponent, but he could provide support to the director, who did have a gold rank creature. A presence moved inside the cave. The director sensed it immediately. Gold rank power was unmistakable, impossible to completely conceal. In Yino, where platinum rank was non-existent, that meant someone near the top of their hierarchy, which made their presence here very problematic. His fingers tensed as he prepared an attack. The Phoenix concentrated power in his hands, and the temperature around the director began to rise, but the presence stopped. Detected the trap, thought the director as he felt the intruder cautiously retreat. The tension in the air was almost palpable. Following them inside would be a terrible idea. Without a tamer of similar rank specialized in underground combat, the terrain advantages would be too great. Better to wait. To confront them, he had to let them come out into open terrain. The seconds crawled like hours. The presence moved occasionally, evaluating, perhaps thinking it wouldn't be worth it. The director maintained his position, thinking, "Come out. Save us the trouble of sending someone to follow you." The situation required a permanent solution. A tamer of this level returning to Yino with information about the Academy's defenses would be too dangerous. Better to end this here, where the incident could be contained. As if responding to his thought, the presence moved forward. The director's attack was instantaneous, releasing a massive wave of golden fire that consumed the mine entrance. The heat was so intense that the guards had to retreat further. The supervisor fully manifested his penguin, preparing for whatever would emerge from the flames. When the fire began to dissipate, a mound of earth exploded from the ground. The figure that emerged was a nightmare of flesh and chitin.
Hey amazing viewers, it's Renz here. Thanks for sticking with us. By the time of the release of this video, only 6.9% of our viewers have joined the party by subscribing, and 93.1% of you might miss out on our next mind-blowing video. So what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button and join the exclusive club.